All right, anybody want to start it? Or you want me to tee it up?
I'll go quick. I mean, this is almost
Okay.
old news at this point, but it needs to be said. The latest season of Stranger Things is some of the worst TV I've ever laid my eyes on. It was freaking horrible. It was horrible. The Duffer Brothers, which and this is what's a bummer, man, is it makes you look back at the rest of the show, which was, I mean, season 1, season 2. Honestly, I loved all the
They were
shows,
good.
all the seasons of Stranger Things up until this one. I loved that show. Looking forward to it for years. For this season to be dropped, and they dropped it in increments. First, episodes 1 through 3 that they dropped, solid. Episodes 4 through 6 just horrible, and then the finale just absolutely terrible. The CGI looks horrible. Here's the big takeaway with it is they left so many loose ends in a seemingly quote unquote finale that they tied up all the loose ends. It's crazy. Like the dead giveaway is just like in Game of Thrones, the last seasons of Game of Thrones. There's a Starbucks cup in one of the shots. One of the characters on this show set in the 1980s is literally wearing like Under Armour gear. It's like it's the dead giveaway that this is rushed. Nobody cared. Yep. They didn't they were still writing the script as they were shooting, which is never a good sign. It just was bad, and it left a sour taste in your mouth. Like it's tough to even finish the show. Like this finale that I've been waiting for, I didn't even finish it in one watch, man. I watched the first 45 minutes and it's like, all right, I guess I'll finish it when I have something better to do, or really nothing to do with my day, and I'll finish it off. But it was brutal, man. Stranger Things, great show in its heyday. And here's also the reality is when you have kid actors, you can't help it when some of them just turn out to be duds as actors later. Mm-hmm. They were awesome as kids. Some of them were kind of off-putting and just not very good actors, as 21-year-olds. And that's just a reality. Yep. You can't help the Duffer Brothers in that sense. But overall, the plot, everything about it, the CGI, horrible. It just was one of the worst seasons of television I've ever watched.
Yeah. We've talked about it before, at least for me. When people sell shows as this latest season or the season finale is no good, it doesn't do a good job of wanting to get me into it. Because was I ever going to actually watch Stranger Things? I mean, honestly, probably not. But because so many people said it was, it was on the list. It was on the list. Mm-hmm. But now that people are saying this latest season, basically absolutely ruins it. Yeah, there's no chance I'm getting into it. It's a shame. It's crazy that they rush through these final seasons. Because is this the final season? I forget.
That's done.
It's supposed to be. So they rush through these final seasons like that. What was the show you mentioned to us, Ted? You texted us what?
I was going to segue right into that. Black Rabbit. It's starring Jude Law and Jason Bateman. First 7 episodes, I mean, really solid. Very good acting. Had a great plot, and then the episode 8, where they wrapped it all up, just put a sour taste in my mouth too. I mean, it just could have been done so much better. I mean,
because that's on Prime. Is that on Hulu?
Netflix.
Okay, because I see the promo all the time, and Bateman, Jude Law. I was like, oh yeah, that looks really good. But
I mean, I would say, even though I give it a bad review on the finale, maybe you'd have a different opinion. I don't know, but my opinion was it was just too obvious for what they did. I thought. Okay. So they needed to have a really the good shows have just something that grips you at the end. You go, whoa, you don't see that coming, right? Yep. Am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Now I know I get grief sometimes for not seeing first run movies. I did see a first run movie on Christmas, and I know you did too, Jared. So let's maybe break those down. I saw my sister really is a Neil Diamond fanatic, so we saw a song Sung Blue, and it's a very interesting concept. It's based on a 2008 documentary of the same name, and it's about an impressionist, a guy that imitates Neil Diamond, and he got hooked up with a girl who was also an imitator, and she would sing like Patsy Cline or whatever. Anyway, they got together. His name was Lightning, and he named her Thunder. So they had a review, and they went on the road, and they actually opened up for Pearl Jam. Eddie Vedder sang a song with them on the stage. Really cool story, but the movie was fantastic. I would definitely give it 2.8 on the 3-point scale. When the music was great. Hugh Jackman, who played the main guy, the Neil Diamond character, was good. But Kate Hudson was phenomenal as the girl. I mean, she did a really good job. She was nominated for Golden Globe. It was really a good show. I mean, like a love story is the way they portrayed it. Now, on the other side of the coin, my wife and I started to watch the documentary before we went to the movie. We lasted 25 minutes and said, what the hell are we watching?
Really?
We got out of that. We quit watching it. But we went to the movie and we said, well, let's watch this documentary now. And it was a lot better, after we saw the movie. But they had glossed over so much in the movie, made them look really good. In real life, it was a downer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they made the documentary more of a Hollywood show for the movie.
They made the movie more that's what I mean. Glamorized the movie. I will just tell you one thing in the movie that it just blows my mind, and it was a true story in the documentary. The woman, she was out in her yard gardening one day, and a car coming down the street lost control, crashed into her, smashed her into the house. She ended up getting her leg amputated. Right?
Jeez.
That's a big part of the movie and all that. So down the road, after she's home recovering, she's out on the front porch. A car comes down the road, loses control, crashes into their house again, right at the same spot.
Did she get hurt?
No, it didn't hit her. She was on the porch.
Okay.
It just crashed into the house. But as she said, and her name, or her husband's name was Lightning. She says, well, I guess lightning doesn't strike twice or something. It was bizarre. I've never heard anything like that in my life. But that's my
goddamn speed bump set up outside that house.
No doubt. Right. That's my Christmas movie.
Did Hugh Jackman sing as Neil Diamond?
He did. Yep.
Was he all right as Neil?
He was really good. He was really good. And Kate Hudson can sing too, and she was really good.
Okay, because that's a big part, obviously. Like those actors trying to sing like the musician that they're playing. If they can't pull it.
Yeah, and when it comes to streaming, if you guys don't go to the theater, it's a good movie to watch with your significant other. I mean, it's a good little love story, and it was well done.
Good deal. Yeah, we're keeping up on Landman. I know I keep talking about it. We're keeping up on it. I don't know. Are you up on it, Ted?
I'm not. I haven't seen this week's yet, but I'm keeping up on it. Other than this week, was this week a good episode?
It was good. I not to spoil anything,
right.
But people who are watching know kind of what's happening. There's some changes going on within the show, and
right.
I know earlier, probably before a Christmas break, a few weeks ago, a month ago. I wasn't saying I'm out on the show, but it was starting to get a little like predictable, a little too Taylor Sheridan type of stuff. But now with some of the spins that are happening, with some of the stuff happening, he reeled me back in. Now it's kind of like, all right, I got to see how this season shakes out. I am curious if this is going to be, I haven't seen if it's a standalone season,
right,
or if they're going to somehow turn this into a season 2. But I have the feeling this is going to be it.
What do you think of Demi Moore? Do you think she's good in it, or do you think she's miscast?
I don't like her.
I don't like her either. Yeah, I was actually during this last episode, I was telling my wife that I'm like, what? Man, what happened to her? I used to like her a lot, and she's just the character, and then the way that she you.
I agree with you.
It's brutal. I'm with you. That's a miscast. That's
Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott was a good addition.
He's great.
Yeah,
he's perfect. He looks like he could be Billy Bob's dad. I've said that numerous times. Like that was a great role.
Yeah, I'm actually a few episodes behind. I don't know why. I just haven't gotten around to watching them. I still like it. For whatever reason, I just haven't gotten around to watching it. It just cracks me up with his son. What's his son's name? Cooper.
Yeah,
nailed 9 wells, and I'm a billion. Like that to me, that actually is kind of an interesting plot. I don't know if I like where they went with it. I would have. Like, I thought, okay, this is going to be like him trying to battle back and, and maybe that is what's happened in the last few episodes, but it seemed like they were kind of veering with this drug cartel situation. I don't know. I thought there was something interesting with his son getting screwed hardcore out of like, a $1 billion wealth or whatever. And it just seemed like they were veering off of that. They go, am I wrong on that?
It comes back into play a little bit. And that's where I think it's going to come back into play more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's my prediction, how it's going to play out. Because that was kind of my thought. Why do you set this up as such as this big old thing with his son, and then it turns out to be nothing?
Right.
But Billy Bob's been great. Billy Bob carries the show.
Badass.
And one other complaint about the show, and I do like the show. The son. Maybe why am I so obsessed with Cooper, man? I'm obsessed with this guy.
Oh, he's annoying.
What is his relationship? I mean, what is this? I don't know. It's just bizarre. It seems like they have zero chemistry.
Right.
The plot of it almost makes no sense. Like her husband died, and now they're together. A month later, basically. That whole plot is something that I think they could have axed. Like he could have just been single, no relationship.
Right.
And I think it would have been a better character. Like it was good. His storyline and his arc that first season on the wells, you know, with Michael Cera, obviously he dies like first episode, but that whole plot of him being the grunt was honestly maybe the most fascinating part. And then he becomes a, you know, basically Billy Bob Jr. and he's got $1 million wells built.
Right.
Like he should have just stayed out a run for this show until maybe the end, maybe at the very end, that's the plot where he takes over for Billy Bob or something, or Billy Bob takes him under his wing. I don't get the whole plot with the wells.
Sheridan's writing so many damn shows, he can't get them good all the time, right?
Right.
I mean, he's putting so much material out there; it's just incredible.
It is crazy. But yeah, it's definitely one of those that you got to see it through to see how it finishes out. See what happens with Billy Bob and his family and everything. We started to finish off what we're watching, His and Hers on Netflix. I don't know.
I was going to check that out. Yeah,
we caught the promo, you know, or watched the little trailer, and you know, it says it's like a murder mystery thriller type of show or whatever, and it's pretty good. It's that we were a couple of episodes in. It's like. Remember the Hunting Wives? I talked about watching the Hunting Wives.
I'm looking forward to the next season of that.
Yeah, it's not the same, but it's along the same lines as absolutely ridiculously out of control. Like every 5 minutes is this other crazy twist, and then this other goes this direction, and then this other character comes in, and this character. It's just like you're almost laughing throughout it. But there's some good actors in it, and so far, a couple episodes in, it's entertaining. So further reviews to come with that one.
All right. Well, I'm going to start into it too, so we'll be on the same page. Didn't you see? Was it Marty Supreme? Is that what you saw at Christmas? Was that any good?
Yeah, I saw Marty Supreme on Christmas. I thought it was solid. I mean, honestly, I rewatched Uncut Gems, which I had only seen one time. I thought Uncut Gems was a better version of that movie.
Okay.
I also love Sandler, and that's Sandler at his best. I wish Sandler would do more stuff like that rather than Happy Gilmore too. I'm just joking, but to me it was good. I'm not a huge Timothée Chalamet guy. He's good. Okay. I think he's a good actor. He's not like I don't understand the star power behind him, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't get it. But it was solid. It was good. Kevin O'Leary honestly was my number one takeaway. I thought he was classic in that movie. He's a classic character. Has one all-time scene with Marty involving a paddle. You'll know when you see it. To me, Kevin O'Leary, I was like, I love Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. I'm like, let's get this guy more things. So I thought it was good. Not a bad movie by any stretch. But I thought Uncut Gems is a better version of kind of a similar frantic guy keeps making the wrong choice type thing.
Okay. That's a fair review. I did watch one on HBO. I know we're going on a little long here, but I'm going to get it off the table. One Battle After Another with DiCaprio and Sean Penn.
Oh, right.
That was it's hard to describe, but it was a memorable movie, man. It was. I liked it.
Who directed it?
Was it Paul Thomas Anderson?
Right.
Yeah. I thought it was solid. I don't know if it's worthy of all this like award buzz it's getting. I mean, Tiana Taylor just won like the Golden Globes. I didn't think she was that good in that movie. I thought she was only in the movie for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, weird part.
In a weird part. It was entertaining. It was good. Leonardo DiCaprio is electric when he's on screen. He was kind of a funny character. I don't understand really what the plot was, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it was a little confusing. I'll give you that.
I watched it, and I actually watched it right before I moved down here. Like that was like the last night we were in our apartment, and I couldn't tell you really what it was about. I was entertained, but I don't really know what it was about. Exactly.
Revolutionaries and overthrow the government type of people. That's what DiCaprio and her were involved in. And Sean Penn played this maniac military guy. He played it well.
Yeah.
I've seen people say similar things about it. Can't go wrong with DiCaprio though, but
no. It's worth a watch. I mean, it's a thinker. It's one you go, okay.
Right.
It was Sean Penn is all time. I don't really like him that much. I saw some clip of him from a movie because he's been obviously making the rounds with this one.
Right.
Like, is that my daughter in there? No.
Oh, right.
He's literally losing his mind. It's like the funniest 15-second clip I think I've ever seen in my life.
Is that Mystic River?
I think it was.
He's getting held back like 80 guys. Like,
and I guess apparently they were really having a hard time holding him back too.
Yeah.
I don't know what that movie is, but that clip is like the funniest clip I've ever seen in my life, man. I don't know. One Battle After Another compared to these other sinners and the big ones getting thrown out. Marty Sinners I liked a lot more than One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
To me, I like those other movies that it's getting the buzz of the awards. Like I said, I like those other movies a lot more. I would recommend those other movies more.
I will give you that Sinners was really good. I just watched it for the second time. My wife hadn't seen it, and it was outstanding.
The villain
Yeah,
in
we
that
need to watch
Remick
that.
man is all time.
Yeah. Yep. Good
So,
flick.
yeah.
And you talked about the Golden Globes. I'll just end my part here with Nikki Glaser. She killed it again as the host. I thought she had some great jokes, man. It was like she's the female version of Ricky Gervais, you know,
Right.
relentless on all these Hollywood types. So I love that. And podcast of the year, Good Hang with Amy Poehler. That's the first time award. We lost out again, guys. So
Lost out again.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. It's like the Lions. Maybe next year.
Hashtag since 2017.
2017. Yep.